President Trump signed an executive order reviving the presidential physical fitness test. I don't, Humberto, you didn't go to school here, so you don't.
No, but I
you
went to
don't
an
remember
American high school.
Okay, so do you remember the?
I do
okay.
remember.
Brandon,
Yeah,
you
of course.
as well. So this thing was a staple of American public school physical education. It was actually created. I didn't even know this until I looked it up by Eisenhower in 1956. And then officially put in place by Lyndon Johnson, and lasted up until the Obama administration, when all the worst things happened. In
Like
the
school lunches.
in the 2012-2013 school year, when Michelle made all the lunches suck for everybody, Obama reversed the standards for the test and made it more about personal achievement with no awards and no competition, rather than this test that used to be in place. But like I said, last week, Trump signed an executive order bringing it back. Surrounded by professional athletes, including Bryson DeChambeau, Harrison Butker, and Triple H.
It's
time to play
the game.
I know. Absolute star-studded panel there. Trump announced the reestablishment of the test and the Presidential Fitness Award, declaring it, quote, a very big thing and a vital step in promoting healthy, active lifestyles among American youth. We can roll that clip of him talking about this last week.
I'm pleased to announce that we're officially restoring the Presidential Fitness Test and the Presidential Fitness Award, and it's going to be a very big thing. From the late 1950s until the 2013, graduate scholars all across our country competed against each other in the Presidential Fitness Test, and it was a big deal. This was a wonderful tradition, and we're bringing it back.
We are back, but I mean, I want to hear from you guys. Do you remember what it was like doing the presidential test?
Oh yeah,
in school?
I mean, it was like the cool thing if you were especially with the mile run. If you were the fastest mile run guy in school, like it like built lore around you. It was like a status thing if you were crushing it on all the tests. And I mean, you would talk shit to the people who couldn't pass the thing. You'd get made fun of if you had like more than 10 minutes of a mile run. Some dudes would have like a 6-minute mile in like 4th grade. So that was a nice competitive thing.
Yeah,
we had going.
I mean,
for high school then.
For high school, I was way fitter, like for like 150 pounds lighter.
It's a whole person.
But yeah, it's a whole person.
You've eaten a whole dude.
I did a whole dude. But jokes aside, like, I mean, the thing that I liked the most, it wasn't like the bragging rights. It was the humiliation of any kid that was 12 to 13 that couldn't do a mile. Was it under 8?
That was or 7. I
actually,
think.
if we jump ahead one slide, I believe
sorry.
Two slides. I actually have the New York Times response to this. If we one back real quick, right there. The New York Times published this in response to the announcement. For some, return to presidential fitness test revives painful memories.
Come on, get out of here.
For anybody who might not be familiar or who has since forgotten what this ritual consisted of, it was a 1-mile run, sit-ups, max pull-ups and push-ups, a sit and reach. That was the one that always got me. When you have long legs and no hip flexibility, doesn't matter how fast you can run, sit and reach was agonizing. And then also the shuttle run, which was, the back and forth as fast as possible. Now, I grew up going to private school, so we didn't do like the competitive part of the presidential test. It was just it was kind of a pass-fail thing. If you hit the benchmark for your age, and if you passed, you got all the things. Remember the 3rd, 4th grade? Can't remember exactly what year. I was like one of the only kids that didn't actually pass.
Really?
I wasn't trying hard. I remember the humiliation of being the only one of the few people who did not hit that mark.
Let the president down.
Yeah, let the president down. All my classmates were doing fun stuff. I wasn't doing the
George
thing.
Bush out of all presidents.
And then the next year, I came back and did the mile the fastest in my entire class. Shockingly, believe it or not, I did actually used to be able to run quickly. Which brings me to an interesting point. Do you guys think you could pass the presidential fitness test now?
Oh, yeah.
I think on the last slide for this one, I have the benchmarks for what they most recently were before it was overturned. If we can go to that chart real quick. Yeah, so the blue is for boys, the red is for girls. So
we're looking at the bottom here at 17.
Yeah,
probably?
I've pick a number that you think you could hit. 55 sit-ups, doable. That's a pretty standard
of course.
thing. The shuttle run, again, that's pretty doable if you take big steps.
Yeah.
A mile in 6 minutes and 6 seconds.
If my legacy was on the line and my pride and ego, then I could make it happen. Because what's that thing about in the treadmill? That's like if you put it on 10, I think it shows what pace you're going at.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I could do that.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like the running like that always used to trip me up because I was really good at like long distance things. Like in high school, I used to go for like 4 or 5 mile runs around our campus, just running loops around the entire thing.
13
But,
straight
but
pull-ups.
it would take a long time.
13 straight pull-ups isn't the easiest thing. Like
No, it's
no
not
clean
easy.
pull-ups.
No, and pull-ups have always been one of my like weakest exercises.
How many
What
pull-ups
percent-
can you do, Brandon?
I think I could do 15 straight.
15 straight?
Yeah.
But remember, because they're looking for like strict
Like
pull-ups.
military form.
Yeah, like none of this CrossFit where you're swinging back. That's not a pull-up.
No, straight like
Yeah, dead hang, straight pull. Like honestly, doing more than like 4 or 5 of those when you're in grade school is pretty impressive.
man, what percent of high schoolers do you think could pass this right now? Like
None.
17-year-olds.
None. It's
not
Almost
none.
very few. Like it would have to be like the already athletic kids.
Less than
I think.
10%.
Like the
Yeah.
average non-sports player would probably struggle with this.
Wait, why do the girls' numbers go down? Because they get boobs.
I have no idea.
Why
That
does
is
it
an
go from
interesting-
2 to 1?
like fewer pull-ups.
Hormones.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Wait, it goes 2 to 3 to 2 to 1.
Weight.
It might actually be weight and
Yeah, it's-
puberty.
It's weight and puberty.
Because I'll be honest, I don't know many women that can do more than 2 to 3 pull-ups.
Because
in
the thing
a-
is,
a
Brandon,
single-
guys, we grow on muscle weight and they grow a lot of fatty weight. So that doesn't help you doing the pull-ups. Now, I don't know where you're going to go with this, but I have a,
Yeah, all
I
the
have a
numbers get
take on
easier.
this.
No, go for it.
I think, look, I've been going to the gym consistently, and Brandon can attest to it for the audience.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks every day at the gym, because I thought to myself, this is a matter of personal security.
And
Like-
national.
And that's where I'm going. I think this is a matter of national security. All right. The Chinese kids, they're not effing around. I'm sorry. Like they're disassembling AKs and running drills, and they can all run a mile, and they can all do push-ups and pull-ups. And if we have this this mass of amorphous kids that they can this is not good. And the other thing is, one thing is when we think about war, and then the other thing is the savings on public health. All right, because kids that are fit, they make fit adults, and fit adults, they cost less for the taxpayer to have the burden. I don't know if you read, I think it was yesterday, that they're gonna take out sugary sodas out of the EBT program. That I
Sodas,
think-
candy, and junk food are no longer part of the EBT in a
Nice.
bunch of states. Should be a federal policy because I completely sidetracking here, but there's a growing trend on TikTok of EBT hauls of people posting all the stuff they buy. Like every couple weeks, go out and drop like $1,600 on EBT stuff, and it's chips, soda, cookies, candy,
Frozen food.
frozen food, like anything that you can open the bag and eat it immediately. And it's like no one ever purchases high protein or otherwise nutritious. Nobody knows what to do with a fresh vegetable if you're on EBT. Because
Man.
you're eating quickly. So you have these people who are walking around with like 300-400 pounds overweight plus all their kids looking the same. And it's like,
Imagine
no,
having
chocolate chomp.
$1,600 just for groceries.
yeah,
Like,
people should be
Brandon,
free to buy whatever food they want,
I think
but not on the taxpayer dime. There's chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Like the world runs off of chicken and rice for the most part.
But if I had that budget to, I would be eating steak
Yeah.
for every meal.
Yeah.
Should there be a fat tax? I always say that I think there should be a fat tax where if you're over a certain body fat, then your tax is a little bit higher.
Well,
Like some sort of incentive.
I think the way to really set it up is to make all the grocery stores agree that their cookie and junk food aisles are going to be really narrow. Like you have to squeeze between 2 very thinly set bars before you can go pick up a set of Oreos. Otherwise, the produce section is
They just
wide open.
grease themselves up.
Man, and diet is big. Like, if I didn't eat like I ate, I would be 500 pounds by now.
Yeah.
How's that sucralose-filled energy drink treating you this
Oh,
episode?
it's wonderful. I'm glad that Viva's not here because every time I grab one of these, he'll give me shit.
He's like, oh, sucrose this morning.
And big shout out to the guys at Redcon. They're awesome. They support the veterans. They make great products.
And they're slowly poisoning Humberto with the number of energy drinks
I love them.
he consumes on a daily basis.
It's the best thing to ever happen.
But you know what? You got to have that energy up to pass the presidential fitness test. But back to the Obama thing, what he replaced it with. You guys remember that? Because that was right around the time when I was in like middle high school, where we sort of like moved away from, because at my school after middle school you didn't have to do a mandated PE class. You could just sign up for like weight training or various other things. So I was actually lifting in high school instead of doing like the PE classes. They rolled out the Fitness Gram Pacer test. I have the audio of that. We don't have to show the clip or anything, but the audio might trigger some people if we go back one. You guys remember this? Remember this sound here?
Definitely.
Yeah, right here. I'm about to trigger some people.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the
Flashbacks.
start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal.
Yeah.
A single
So
lap
we
should
can cut it there, but like this was, this weirdly country guy on a recording. It's like the whole class is lined up on a line. It's like point A, point B. You got to sprint back and forth between the two of them with the beeps getting faster and faster and faster. And like who can go the longest? That was what we had to do. So it weirdly turned into a competitive thing, even though that wasn't Obama's goal, because his whole point was eliminating competition and just it's about your personal achievement. Yeah, and now we have generations of soft people with like a tiny fraction of the population fit enough for military service.
Can I add something to that? Like, it's amazing how American the guy sounded. Like they don't use those accents on like things anymore.
No, it's true. Like you don't get like a good old Southern boy doing voiceover work anymore.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
we should go back to that.
No, but I mean, we should go back to the mindset of kids kind of making fun of each other if they do bad in things like this in physical performance or even academic performance. Like, I remember even in high school, I went from public school to a private high school, and like kids, it was the first time I ever saw kids making fun of other kids if they got bad grades on tests. And like in the shitty school I went to at first in grade school prior to high school, it was like you were like a nerd if you did good in tests and whatnot, but it became a thing where like you were cool if you were like getting honors and like doing well in school and whatnot. So it's like all about how that's like kind of shaped, I guess, culturally amongst kids, and like anything could be competitive but you need that making fun of each other and bullying each other if you're doing bad at things.
Bring bowling back.
Yeah, there's a difference between like a Facebook campaign bullying a kid into killing himself versus like, hey, like step it up. You're dragging everybody down. Like you can actually do better. Or it's how people used to, weed out really weird, abnormal behavior in school. Like the kid who used to like do the anime run in the hallway. Everyone was like, yeah, you're weird. Stop it.
I will trip that kid every time.
But and that's like a conditioning mechanism for like how to shape you into acting in normal society. It's like if you're getting made fun of, that means you're weird and that you should change the way you act. So it's like a good canary in the coal mine for
And
you.
before we move on, I'm sorry, I know we want to keep this one short. Did you guys see the military requirements, the new ones?
Well, the new flat standards
The
for
flat
everyone.
standards?
Yeah.
All right. Deadlift, 3 repetitions, 60 pound.
Okay.
Nothing.
That's a heavy grocery run if you load everything up in one.
There's nothing.
one
3
unload.
on 60 pounds.
This is under Trump?
June 1st. Yeah, this is under Trump.
So this is the thing Hexeth just to put in place.
Hand release push-ups, max reps in 2 minutes. Sprint, drag, and carry. 5 50-meter shuttles with 40 pounds kettlebells and a 90-pound sled.
So is it supposed to be difficult or easy? Like, are people acting like it's easy?
No, this like they tucked it up a little. They're like, oh, we're gonna set new standards. Like I don't know anyone that can't do this.
Yeah. Well, part of what they did was that there's now flat standards for men and women.
Yeah.
So that I think the women's standard was increased a little bit. The man was kind of not lowered, but like equalized a bit. So it's weird. It's a roundabout way of getting around the fact that women shouldn't be put in the military.
Yeah.
And that women should not be in military service, active combat
At all.
roles.
Not at all. Not at all.
It is a
Maybe
weak,
in like the medical unit or something.
It's a weak and dying civilization that sends its women and
To
elderly
fight.
out to fight for
what
them.
What's next? We're gonna send babies to fight.
Yeah.
And you remember what he changed the shark attack week from Obama.
Yeah.
Ruin the military. Change it from shark attacks to thunder run.
Yeah,
How
that
gay
was
that
like,
sounds.
Like you're
Thunder
smoking all the
Run?
new
Thunder
recruits to
Run.
like actually traumatize them. I have family in the military. It's like that first week, they're actually tormenting you to try to break you down and then build you back up into something effective. But Obama said it was too mean. There's actually restrictions on what the drill sergeants are allowed to insult about you now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad the war against meanies is over and done.
So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.